Forecast with Alana Brophy. Weather rates certified 11 years in a row.
Hottest day of the year. That's what we're seeing in Salt Lake City as those temperatures have hit 96 in Salt Lake. This is a live view from West Valley as we look towards the Wasatch. You only get a few bubbling cumulus over the mountains on days like today, but those clear skies are out there. Plenty of sunshine. As we look at those numbers, triple digits popping up in St. George at 104, Moab, Hanksville, Green River. Look at those 90s throughout the northern portion of the state. 94 in Wendover, 96 in Vernal. As we look at our 24-hour temperature change, it shows the up and up when it comes to those numbers. We knew that Friday and Saturday would bring the hottest conditions underneath this ridge of high pressure. We're 8 degrees warmer than where we were yesterday in Salt Lake, 5 down there in St. George. We've got extreme heat, especially in the southern portion of the state for your weekend. Very ripe fire conditions setting up. We're already dealing with fire behavior because of those extreme temperatures. We're going to add some very gusty winds. New warnings are posted. I'll break those down so you know what to expect if you're recreating for the weekend and when to expect that cooler air. I feel like if you stand outside long enough today, you're going to be asking yourself that question. I've got the answer there. Satellite radar shows us clouds and moisture staying in the north of us above the ridge with quiet conditions really throughout the Beehive State. That's going to be the case as we head into tonight with those mostly clear skies. Right now in Salt Lake, it's 96, 90s for the next several hours. So you want to make sure you limit your time outdoors because you know what? This heat can sneak up on you quickly, and even our overnight lows are going to stay above average. We're looking at 60s along the Wasatch Front, 90s turning into 60s. Our setup for Saturday is still hot. This is going to be the peak of the heat Saturday, bringing in extreme conditions in southern Utah. We do have warnings that are in effect. We're going to stay above average, and we could challenge the record for our Saturday in Salt Lake. That excessive heat warning has been extended. It now lasts through the entire weekend into Sunday for lower Washington County. So Santa Clara, Ivins, Bloomington, all the way up towards Hurricane, Zion National Park. I'm looking at you. It's going to be a really sizzling weekend. Be careful out there and make sure you find that air conditioning because you're not getting much relief into the overnight as those temperatures will stay in the mid-70s. Heat advisory on the eastern side of the state, that also holds now until Sunday. Originally, that was going to expire Saturday night. Nope. Now the swell into Hanksville, near Moab, Castle Valley, down towards Lake Powell. They're still going to hold on to triple digits for both Saturday and Sunday. By Sunday night at 10 p.m., we'll lose the heat alerts, but it's still going to feel really mild as we head into the overnight, but a cold front's going to change that. Let me show you what I mean. Above average tonight with those clear skies, even hotter into tomorrow. High pressure still in control, and eventually that area of high pressure breaks down and will ease. We also get our fire concerns. That red flag warning is posted, and that's really focusing on Sunday. We get very gusty winds ahead of this approaching cold front, so we will hold on to the heat on Sunday, which is why those warnings were extended, but the winds will be whipping in southern and eastern Utah. Critical fire danger on Sunday with gusts up to 45 miles per hour. That red flag warning holds into Monday as well for the afternoon and evening. We're talking very dry conditions, relative humidity 5 to 10%. Not even recovering much in the mountains. Henry Mountains only looking at about 20% overnight. So we know extremely dry fire fuels, and that fire danger lasts into Monday, so the start of our next week. Tomorrow, challenging that record, could tie it, could beat it in Salt Lake tomorrow. 90s along the Wasatch Front, even Cache Valley hitting 90 for your Saturday. 103 in Moab, 90s along the I-15 corridor, and we get triple digits in the southern portion of the state. 107 in St. George. Now, 114 is the record. They're not going to be close, but don't fool yourself. That's dangerous heat, folks. You want to make sure you're really careful with this. Drink a lot of water and seriously limit your time in the sunlight. 105 on Sunday. It starts to ease. The winds, though, bring in that punch with fire danger. Cooler air by Monday as a cold front will open the door for cooler conditions, but by the end of next week, back into those triple digits. 95 is the average high in St. George this time of year, so running 10 degrees above the norm, and that makes a difference. Okay, so hot even into Sunday. Here comes that front, brings the slight chance for wet weather in the northern portion of the state, really northern Wasatch Front area on Monday. Tuesday, some mountain showers could linger, but look at how those temperatures tumble. We get a few days way below average, and then we're right back to the 90s as we head into next week, drying out with that high pressure. What a 7-day here. Buckle up. Here we go. We'll be right back.